So right now, as you probably noticed, anyone can remove and add parties, and this is not so secure. So one of the most powerful things that Meteor gives us is an amazing authentication system and pre-prepared packages. They are very powerful, and we can use them also in with Angular. So first thing we need to do is to remove the insecure package that was automatically added to our project when we created it. The insecure package actually gives everyone the permissions to do it. Once we remove that package, then nobody can change anything in our app anymore. So let's start with that. Let's go here, stop that, and let's write Meteor remove insecure. Now let's add our accounts password package. So it's a package that takes care of everything, user accounts and their passwords. So let's Meteor add accounts password. Now this package doesn't contain any UI. It's just that everything we need to in the server to have a secure account system. But there's also a possibility to add the Meteor Accounts UI package that comes with prepared forms for us to use. So it's in Blaze, but we can use that also in Angular, and I'll show you how. So let's add this package as well. Meteor add accounts UI. And that's it. Now we have UI system. Now we want to add this package. So to add Blaze templates into Angular, the only thing we need to do is to use the Meteor include directive. So Meteor include, and then send it a source of the template name that you want to use. And the template name that you want to use is login buttons. But we can write here any Blaze template name, even if it's a template that we defined, like something, if you would write here template, and we will give it some kind of name, my template, I could use that here as well. But this package was added for us by the accounts UI package. Now that's nice, but now I need to define who and what can change my parties. So the way to do it is to go here to the model, and then we have a very nice feature that's called, we have our parties, and then we have the allow method. In allow methods, define everything that we want to allow. So first, we add an object for how and who can do insert. So let's define it like that. It's a function, and the function gets a user ID. This is happening automatically, and a party, and this, which is the actual object that is changing. So the new object. So I'm returning true only if user ID exists, which means the user is logged in, and that the party's owner equals to that user ID. Now let's define who gets to update. So it's very similar, just that in the update function, the parameters we get are user ID, the party, the fields that were changed, and the modifier. Now we want to update if user ID doesn't equal to party owner. We don't want to party to the party owner, so we want to return. We don't want this to happen. Else, we will return true. And this is redundant. We can do actually the same like above, but just to show you how that the only thing that matters is if I return true or false. Then I can do the same for remove. So in remove, in the function, I'll get the user ID and the party to remove. So let's just copy that and place it here. So now we have our rules and everything is fine, but when we add parties, we don't add the owner ID. So let's add that when we add parties. So let's go here. And when I'm pushing before I'm pushing a new party, I want to have the new party owner equals to $root current user dot ID. What happened here is that we once we have the accounts password package, then Angular-meteor takes care that every time we have a current user, it will sit on our root scope, which is the global state for Angular, global for specific application, and it will update itself every time the user updates. So if we log in, the current user will be undefined. If we log out, the current user will be undefined. If we log in, it will have the user details, including his ID. And then we can use it everywhere. And also we have the current user promise, which is resolved when the user is logged in, and then we can use it on our root. So if you want to read more about it, you can go to the API reference and go to user. Then we have those three, and you can see examples of how to use it. So let's go back here, and first of all, let's reset our database, because we don't want to have parties without owners. So let's do meteor reset. Now let's run meteor. Now let's go here and run two clients. So as you can see, we have here templates for forgot password, sign in, create password, and we haven't needed to write any HTML at all. It just came with the package, and it works inside Angular from Blaze. So we don't have any user right now. So let's just create an account. This would be the email, and this would be the password. Now I created an account, and now I'm logged in. So let's create party of Uri1. This is the party. Let's add that party, and you see that the user here is not logged in, but he can see the party. But if you will try to remove it, we can't. Now you can see it's flashing, and that's very interesting. What happens here is that actually the party updates immediately, but then Meteor's latency compensation only later updates it with the right stuff. So we don't need to wait for the server to have a response. And now also let's go here and try to change it, and we'll see that once we're tapping, nothing happens because we don't have permission for it. But if we go here and change, changing my party, we'll see that we can change. And it changed also here. And we can do the same here. Let's create a new user called Uri2. and add party of Uri2. This party adds here, but now here I can't do anything to that party. Now, also, now we just logged in with username and password, but let's say we want to use Facebook login or Twitter login, and that is very, very simple with Meteor. The only thing we need to do is just to do Meteor add accounts Facebook. And the same thing we can do also a Meteor add accounts Twitter. And we can have more. We have Facebook, we have GitHub, Google, Meetup, Waydo, and the Meteor developer account. So, and there's more third-party libraries out there. So now let's just run Meteor. We haven't touched the code at all. Just added a package. And we'll go here, it will automatically refresh, and you can see now, if I'm signing out here, you can see that I can log in with Facebook and log in with Twitter. And when I click here, it will explain to me how to add a Facebook account and do everything I need, and it will just work. So that's how powerful the Meteor packaging system and account system is.